Hey, welcome, thanks for watching. In this episode, I continue the story of my bicycle tour of Southern California, Oregon, and the Pacific Coast Route. On the previous episode, the Tillamook Factory, Twin Rocks, Nehalem Bay, and Beach Sunset. I've found that meeting people is a big part of bicycle touring. I was somewhat expecting it, but I figured it wouldn't be that often. There seems to be a common connection with people traveling the country by bicycle. At this and the last camp, there's a unique blend of both bikers and hikers. They start from Nehalem Bay and a quiet road kicks off the day. Hill climbs reach high cliff ocean views near Oswald West State Park. Rolling hills takes me past Haystack Rock to a lunch stop at Cannon Beach. A beachfront path in downtown Seaside is reminiscent of Southern California towns. After riding most of the day with relentless traffic, I finally get peaceful roads near my stop at Fort Stevens State Park. Safe travels.
Thank you. Yeah, be safe out there.
See you. Bye.
Good luck on that hill.
Yeah, thanks. Heading out, starting my ride. Good camping there. Cool this morning, really cold. It's supposed to get warm into the 60s though. It's cold now. Hearing any unique sound coming from the bike initiates an investigation. I figured out what the sound was. I forgot I brought my shoelace and my shoe clip is hitting my shoe. I gotta fix that. This town's beachside road ends up being a rare quiet stretch for the day. Tsunami signage and markings always trigger escape scenarios in my mind. Something like, could I make it? How big would it need to be to reach this point? And so on. Simple things like this keep me occupied. Nothing like a hill climb to get you awake. These hill climbs always warm me up. I was nice and cold just a few minutes ago. I can feel the body core heating up. Here's a long, steep climb. Start the day off. It's a raining. Misting at least. I don't think there'll be a heavy rain. I think I can maybe put my jacket back on. Looking over the edge of this viewpoint initiates that fear of high places sensation. Seeing Haystack Rock in the distance signals the approaching city of Cannon Beach. This 235-foot rock is a prominent landmark of the area. arrival in town and increasing hunger aligns, which prompts a search for lunch. After weeks of looking, I finally find an open pizza restaurant. I meet kind and friendly people daily, but today I meet two really welcoming and kind people at a nearby table. We talk for a while about touring.
Like the Mexican border?
On your bike? No, I don't. Whoa,
You're a warrior, man. And you better get paid to eat.
The lady is so impressed and inspired that she insists on paying for my lunch. Now I'm the one inspired by her kindness. She makes it a special day.
Seaside reminds me of beachfront cities you might see in California.
This beachside path leads to the heart of Seaside. It's a good point of transition into the main strip to check out the street scene. Not wanting to miss any of the beach trail, I return to where I left the path.
I don't know if you can see that line of cars. It's like ridiculous. This is like the first break for a long time. Here comes some more. It says 250. I don't know. 250.
Traffic noise and volume reach an extreme level. In fact, other than riding on the freeway in California, this section has the most sustained traffic of my whole tour. Finally, some quiet riding as I near my camp spot for today.
I should be getting close to Fort Stevens State Park. We're, I think, within a mile. Down a hill.
As I set up camp, I meet and talk with a father-son touring pair. They rode down from Canada and toured Washington State. This is their last day before returning home. After offloading my gear and setting up, I explore the park on my bike. The park is huge with extensive paved trails, bridges, beaches, shipwreck, jetty, lakes, fort structures, and visitor centers. It's a great location to spend multiple days if you have the time. So I made it to Fort Stevens State Park, and I'm probably going to ride home. This will probably be my last night camping, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a wrap-up right now, because I'm going to try to ride to Portland tomorrow, 106, 107 miles, and so I'm probably not going to be doing any narrations or wrap-up tomorrow because I'll be too tired. Overall, the trip has gone pretty smoothly, I would say. I did have some wheel issues early on with the spokes, and I'm still having them. They're loosening up, but once I was able to replace the ones that were breaking on the one side, they haven't been breaking at all. Just been loosening up, and I think that's just because I can't get them tightened and balanced without the proper tools. So I've been checking it every night, and most nights it needs some adjustment. I need to check it tonight before I ride tomorrow. I'm averaging around 48. I think with tomorrow's ride, I'll probably be right around 49 miles per day. I rode every day. This is the, I think, 40th day. Now I gotta check what day it is. No, this is the 38th day. So 38th day. So I should wrap it up in 39 days. I'm definitely going to be over 1,800. I think I'll be right around 1,900 miles. I've already passed 100,000 feet of climbing on the trip. Coming up to the coast, north, south to north, definitely a lot of headwinds. Headwinds again today. Most days it's not a real major factor, but it does take some of your energy for sure, even in a mild wind. It's pretty much coming directly at you in most cases once you get on the coast. I did have a couple of days with tailwinds. Those were really nice, only about 2. Otherwise, it was calm to very heavy winds. I would say I had 3 or 4 really bad days that were really tough and made it a lot more difficult. The rest were kind of a minor factor. So it's definitely doable going south to north. Some advantages to going south to north is you meet new people every night in the campsites, because I've only saw one other person is going south or going north with me. Everybody else is going southbound. So if you go south to or north to south, then you're going to be meeting up with a lot of the same people, so you'll get to know people a little bit better. Most of the traffic's been okay. 101 started off not super great, and it's gotten worse, and today was really awful. There was just it's a Wednesday in a week, and there's just a constant flow of traffic. Very rarely do you get a break at all, and it's just so peaceful when that happens. There's so much traffic, it's often hard to get across the road, that's another disadvantage of going northbound, is a lot of times the views are on the other side, so if you want to get a picture or something, you have to cross the road. Let's see what else. Yeah, no major incidents with cars, trucks. I did have one. A pickup truck came very close to me when there was 2 lanes. I don't know if he did it intentionally or not, but he was way too close. I think he was really close, because I was really close to the white line because of the guardrail, and he was really close to the white line. So I did talk about it, so I won't talk about it too much now. pretty smoothly. My tent does have a leak. I think I'd want to get a new tent if I did again. Ended up buying a tarp, and it worked really well. Be able to cover up the top and then the one side that was leaking, and it worked the couple times it rained after I put it up, so it kept everything dry. But I have been eating a lot of meals in camp, so I've started getting a little bit more elaborate in the cooking. I'm glad I brought a little cook stove. I think I would just go with one pot. I pretty much have only used one pot, so I think I might trim down the cook kit I would bring on it. Most of the very hard riding was in the mountains as expected in the very first week. Those were some of the hardest days for sure. In Big Sur, I did have a really hard day. Had a pretty good distance and a lot of hill climbing and heavy winds. That was a really hard day. So I've been varying. The last 2 days have been relatively easy, and I did that on purpose so I can ride the 100+ miles into Portland tomorrow. That's my goal. I do have winds in my favor, so I think that'll give me the best chance of making it there all the way. I don't really have a plan B yet. I could try to find a place to camp. I wouldn't want to do a hotel so close, so I'd probably call for a pickup if I really had to. The Oregon campsites are really good, the hike bike sites at the state parks. So I've been impressed with those. The California ones are okay. Most of them don't have power. Most of them are pretty remote. I would say we're kind of run down in some of them. So I wasn't really impressed. I mean, I'm glad that we had them, and I used them a lot in California, and they're definitely appreciated, but I wasn't really impressed with them. Mostly the weather has been really good. I only had probably even today it sprinkled, but it wasn't bad. The roads weren't wet. I would say 4 or 5 days that what I'd call rainy, and then 2 that were really rainy days. So that's not bad out of 38 days. Pretty good weather. Even today is really, really nice. It was cloudy most of the day. Now it's the nicest weather. Yeah, I mean, it was a great time. I definitely got into the swing of things. I think I'm ready to finish up. That's the other motivation for getting back tomorrow. I'd probably have to wild camp or camp off a camp, not in a campground. And I don't really want to do that. I'm pretty tired, and I would if I had to. Yeah, physically it was okay for me. I think the distances were fine. I'm definitely sore and tired. It was hard to get enough food calories intake. I don't think I got enough really. So in a way, I feel like I'm kind of getting a little bit weaker. I don't know. It would probably be good. I just don't know if one rest day would be enough of a help. So I've been riding every day, and I like that. I think I think I'd probably do that again if in most cases. I think just doing shorter days and still riding and getting somewhere is a good thing. You do feel a little bit rushed, so you can't see all the sights. I'm trying to do, like tonight, I'm actually riding around the park, which is pretty big. I don't know how many miles I'll get, but I'll get quite a few more miles, I think. I had a really great time. I would definitely do it again. I wasn't sure. I've always done shorter ones and really loved them, and so I don't know. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a long one. Will I like it? Will I want to just get home? And I would say I like it quite a bit. And there's definitely some drawbacks or some discomfort, but overall, I think it's enjoyable. I wouldn't call it relaxing the way I'm doing it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Riding, setting up camp, getting food, checking your route. Although my route was pretty defined, so I didn't have to do a lot of that. Making food, setting up camp, taking down. Oh, and additionally, I'm doing a blog every day with pictures, and that I like doing, but it takes, I would say, it sounds ridiculous, but at least 2 hours every night. But it's something I can do in the evening, so I like doing it. Sometimes I get so tired, it's really hard to finish. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up so I can get to more areas of the park and take a few more pictures and then eat dinner. I end up riding nearly 10 additional miles just to explore a small portion of the park. A final solo tent dinner party, protected from the swarm of mosquitoes. I'm now at the furthest point north of my tour. As I go inland tomorrow, I head in the southeast direction. My plan for a 100+ mile distance tomorrow to finish my tour is still a go. I'm feeling good, and expected tailwinds make for an optimistic outlook. This will be the furthest I've ridden with a fully loaded bike on a single day. Seems to be a fitting way to wrap things up. On the next episode, Big Elk, Astoria Bridge and Waterfront, Columbia River, Long Distance, Bike Trouble, and Return to Portland.
Garter snake got squished in the road.
Yearlies are perennial. That's awesome, man. That's courage, man. That's huge. That's awesome, man. See, me people like you, like, yeah, keep going.
Or before you start, I don't have tuna or meatballs.
What? Those are my two favorites.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man, now I gotta decide.